Hey, welcome to a special Christmas edition of Hi, I'm Jason. Oh, that's so precious. Let's just jump right into it. I'm going to introduce the bacon to my peanut butter. Please welcome my band leader, my co host, my everything, my world, Justin Gonzalez.
Hey, that's me. I'm Justin Gonzalez. That's all I got.
That was gorgeous. That was beautiful, Justin. Justin, I want to bring our guest out because she's kind enough to do this. This is a great New York comedian, and she's. Hold on.
Which cat is this that has now invaded the show?
This is Gidget.
Hello, Gidget.
Sorry.
What are your thoughts on Dukakis? I need to know.
She's too young for that. She stays out of politics. But our guest she performs all over New York, all over the freaking country. She's been on Late Show with Colbert, and she just put out a holiday book called The Holiday Breakdown. I just purchased it on Kindle. I didn't get to read it. There it is. And I'm so excited to have her here because she's really funny and so nice. She's done all this great stuff, and she's coming to us live from a barn in Maine.
Ow!
Leah Bonnema.
Here I am.
She is. Wow. Thank you for being here, Leah. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. So have you been back to New York? Have you been in Maine since lockdown?
No, I was in New York for lockdown. I just came out recently for December.
Well, better. You're so close to the North Pole.
I'm very close. It's like right there.
That's so exciting, Leah. Leah, this is Justin. He's my band leader and my everything.
We cuddle.
I love it.
We do. Justin, can you show her a bit of what you do? Your voice gives me chills.
Let me see.
And I'm married.
Actually, I forgot. I always have instruments around me, and the piano's the one that's nearest to me.
Oh, you gotta belt it out. I want to hear you belt it out. I haven't heard you belt it out in a long time.
Oh.
Okay. So let's do. I'm gonna move the mic away a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of a Neapolitan song for you. I think I've done this on the show before.
That's an ice cream, Justin.
I was gonna say that's a 3-part ice cream. Yes,
it is, and that's why this song is so tasty. No, Neapolitan songs come from Naples, which is why it's Neapolitan. But now I want ice cream. So
Naples, Florida.
Yes. Dear Lord, I hope not. Okay, so
I'm just gonna keep saying dumb shit.
That's okay. We all do.
I think that's the heart of this show. Is but I'll do my Hawaiian rendition of this Italian favorite for you real quick. Okay, here we go.
Wow. I'm swimming.
Sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te.
Whoa! Wow!
The pipes.
Oh,
wow!
thank you so
I know.
much.
I thought my glasses were gonna break.
I turned up my volume as far as I could go. It was fantastic.
and that's all the time we have. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, buy her book. Leah, I was reading what you said, where you were out of movies to watch, so you decided to write your own Hallmark style book.
Yeah, no, it was in the beginning of quarantine, like end of March, April, May. And, it was, especially, we're in Queens, so we were like in the epicenter of the epicenter. And I was
Yeah.
just like panicked. So I was like, what makes me happy? Christmas movies. And so I started watching Christmas movies. And then I was like, I'm just going to write one.
Good for you.
Well, you know, when you're like laying in bed and you can't sleep. And I was like, I got to put this energy somewhere or I'm going to lose my mind.
Went and did the thing. You wrote this book, and I'll put it up on the screen again.
Thank you.
Leah
Sorry
is
that
a
it's covering your
doer.
face. But the holiday breakdown. So what's this all about?
So I don't know. Are you Hallmark Christmas movie fans?
I'm a horror guy. However, I
Okay.
have an appreciation. I did Love Actually.
Yeah, I love Christmas movies. And Netflix has really pumped out some great like the Christmas Inheritance. Like it's a rom-com.
Oh yeah.
And they often follow sort of the same story arc. So I took this story arc and then I sort of made it hopefully self-aware or self-referential. Like I made it a comedy.
It's an easy read. I was enjoying it. I had to get
Okay.
back to work. I started reading it last night. Well, here the
It's
Kindle
definitely
said
not Toys. It's not Tolstoy. You're not going to be like, oh, I don't know that
no.
word.
It's a fun and easy read. It kind of sucked me in, and I can't wait to get back to it. And the Kindle said it's only like a 3-hour and some minute read. And I was like, they never saw me read because I'll read a page and then just be like, oh my God, I'm at the bottom of the page. I don't remember shit. My mind was thinking about everything else going on in the world as I was scrolling down the page.
Well, it's like a, especially if you know my comedy, it's sort of like maybe
hilarious.
not edgy, but it's like, and this is very earnest and cheesy love. You know what I mean? So it's a whole other world for me.
Good for you. You're branching out.
But it's
Leah.
also something I really enjoy. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it.
That's what you got to do. Write what you know. Write what you love. That's why I writing a movie about Santa Claus who got fed up with the way the world is and shot himself.
No, not Santa.
Well, somebody else has to fill the shoes now.
I'm
It
kidding.
would
I
be
support
great-
any Christmas story.
What?
I said, I'm kidding. I support your Christmas story. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. But I'm at a loss. And I was thinking maybe this would be a great series for like Showtime or Netflix, someplace where they show dark series. And every episode would be somebody who's got to fill the role and they just fail miserably. You want them to. It's like, no, not this person. And there's one guy who could be played by Judah Friedlander as Santa, the best mall Santa ever. And he's all blinged out and he's like the perfect choice. But it turns out he's like the Donald Trump of mall Santas and he thinks he is the best. And like it'll take a year to go to every house because he's got to take a selfie at every household that he goes in. He's got to stop. How are they going to know I'm doing this if
I need credit. I need it to be about me.
yeah. So Leah, you're from Maine.
I am.
This is why you're one of the nicer New York comics.
Because I'm from Maine?
I love it up there. Everybody there is
No,
so
there's so
polite.
many nice comics.
No, there are. I'm just kidding. I just love Manians.
Maniacs.
Maniac. I can't believe I said Manians. You're
Me either.
absolutely right. Yeah, what part of Maine are you from?
I'm
Your
from
address.
Northwestern
Your
Maine.
address here, so
I'm
anybody
in
watching.
the rurals. I'm in the rurals.
So like far from the touristy parts, right? Bar Harbor,
like I'm in
Acadia.
I'm off the coast into the woods.
Wow, you don't strike me as like somebody who would be in a horror film though.
Really? Because that's, I feel like, my other side.
I believe it. We've all got our dark side.
I've done a lot of logging. I'm familiar with axe work.
I know you live in that atmosphere. I've watched enough horror to know that people who live in the dark woods of Maine and yeah, I can't get my words out. Justin, fix this in post, damn it.
You said you couldn't see her in a horror film. I totally could because I watched your reel. And there's that great scene where you are I don't know who it is that you're talking to, but there's a dead guy that you shot. But I love the
thank
one line.
you so much.
I was like, I loved where she asks you, was his shirt up when you shot him? And you're like, no. But it looks way better, doesn't it?
That's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
I was like, that's
um,
fantastic.
I wrote that with, Kendra Cunningham.
Yeah.
Kendra Cunningham and I wrote this web series called The Dons, and we're both best friends. We're best friends. We're both named Dawn, so we're the Dons. But also, like, she's Irish, I'm Italian, and we're like mafia Dons. But we're not. We're like super low level, but we want to like work our way up. So we just keep doing like low level leg breaker work, but really we just get sort of sidelined by talking about food and boys.
So it's basically you guys as mafia dons.
But very like, we're down at card games. We're not like up at the upper echelon yet.
Yeah, I need to see this. Is this on YouTube?
I think we have the trailer on YouTube and then a few little clips.
So is it awesome. Production? Is it post-production? Is it where are you at with it? Because
we were submitting it to things, and then we wanted to make more, and then the pandemic hit, and everybody's out of money. So that's where we're at.
Got it.
Yep.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna be fine.
Every time the pandemic hits, that's the excuse. The pandemic hit. That's what I've been using for years. Now it's like people are like, "Why haven't you accomplished anything?" Pandemic.
No, we're gonna go back and film after we can be in the same room together.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
What's funny is that I'm coughing in COVID, but I'm not coughing because of COVID. I just had a test. I'm coughing because my parents have wood heat, and it's a transition to go from New York City air to wood heat.
I can dig it. Totally.
Yeah, New York City air to fresh Maine air. Yeah.
And then wood heat's very dry.
Yeah, it really is. You can't. I know. I'm afraid to cough or sneeze in public anymore. It's like when my people were. It's like being a Jew in Germany in the 40s. And is that? Should I not have said that?
Yeah, no. I'm sure you get that experience perfect.
I feel like I can't comment.
You're okay. Seriously, I wanted to talk to you because you getting this book accomplished totally inspired me to finish writing what I want to write.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, she did it. Good for her. That's how you get things done. You're just like, I haven't seen a movie in a while or a Hallmark story, so I'm just gonna make my own.
And
it's a road trip one, right? Too, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always wanted to make. I don't know if you've heard. I do like at least 15 to 20 minutes if I'm doing a long set on. You've heard it, I think, on romance novels. Because I love, it's what I do on the subway is I read romance novels because it makes it so you don't have to focus on all the crazy shit happening around you because you're always like, what? Oh my God. And so
you're like Joan Wilder romantic.
Yes. I'm always like, I can write one. The last name is Wilder after Joan Wilder. That's who I named him after.
No way.
Yes. It's all my favorite romances. Little Easter eggs in there. And my favorite detective novels, like little names drop through. Good call. But the male character's name is Jack Wilder, after Jack and Joan Wilder.
Of course.
It's one of the best movies ever.
Completely one of the best movies ever.
Justin
is Romancing the Stone. Yeah.
I got
so good. But I'm always like, oh, I want to write one. Oh, I should do that. And then I was like, I needed something to focus on, especially being a live performer with no job right now. You know what I mean? You feel very unearthed. You don't know what's going to happen. And I was like, I'm just going to throw myself into creativity and do something I've always wanted to do. And so I appreciate you guys promoting it because, I would love for people to read it.
I think it's great. Of course you want people to read it. I hope you do. That would be weird.
It's free if people have Kindle Unlimited, or if you don't have a Kindle, it's fine. You can download it on your computer or phone.
Wait, I have Kindle, but I bought it.
Thank you.
The Kindle Unlimited is a subscription.
Unlimited.
Yeah, I'm horrible when I'm being creative. I'm like, nobody talk to me, and I don't change my clothes, and I just eat condiments, and I hide in a back room.
That's the best way to get things done. That's
So
fantastic.
I need to know as a fat guy, what condiments do you indulge in?
Oh, it depends on the mood. Obviously, I could just spoon peanut butter if we consider peanut butter a condiment. I
could spoon peanut butter in bed. Literally.
I could spoon it into my mouth.
Hold the jar of Jif.
I go right into my mouth. Or pickles aren't condiments, but if you happen to have like a mustard, I love ketchup. I'll put ketchup on anything. I'll dip or this is not a condiment, but maybe you have like a slice of deli meat and you wrap it around a pickle and then you dip it into mustard. Oh my God. Or maybe you have an apple and you slice that up and you're like, I don't have time to cook, but I'm going to wrap that deli meat around that apple. And then I'm going to dip that into some honey mustard. Oh my God.
That's incredible.
See, I'm a fancy guy, so I do the same thing you do with the apple. You know, wrap up, you know, like in a piece of ham or turkey. But then before I wrap it up, I put a little bit of fig jam.
Stop.
Oh, yes.
Stop. I did eat some Welch's grape jelly just straight from the spoon. Does that count as fancy? I do love a onesie.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
I don't know anybody who's actually used the flap, but I don't know if I want to.
I looked at onesies today at the Tractor Supply store. They're just not that.
I've never heard that sentence before.
No, there are some really nice clothes at the Tractor Supply store, and I mean that earnestly. I may go back and buy it.
They have onesies now?
Yeah, they have onesies.
Not overalls or onesies.
Coveralls. Like a Michael Myers.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant onesie is in like the pajamas.
Well, they could be, but they're day wear. It's the same thing. It goes over your bottom and top.
I get it. Not the kind you'll find at Target.
Well, you may find some at Target. Oh, you mean with the bum flap for number 2? Flap.
I thought you meant those kind of onesies.
No. I meant the kind that you murder people in.
Of course. You know, remember when I said I couldn't see you in a horror film? Backwoods Maine Axe Girl? I'm sorry to take it all back. In fact, I'm empathetic because you've been to therapy as well.
I've been in a lot of therapy.
I get it. Totally get it.
My therapist was like, something came up and she was like, oh, well, it was about like patient, client, whatever. And I was like, do you think people don't know I'm in therapy? I mean, oh my God. You know what I mean? I'm like a whole different person than I was 10 years ago. You think anybody thinks I did it on my own? Come on. I was like, you could come on the road with me. And I'd be like, this is my therapist.
That would be so good. That's a reality show for you.
Look at all the work she's done.
Oh my God, I've never seen that show. A comic going on the road with their therapist.
I wouldn't want
to. A great show.
She would hate me by the end of it. She'd be like, ah.
She would need to then do a show with her therapist. It's just this cyclical tour. That's all it is.
I mean, when you get a good one, there's a lot of therapists that you just don't match up with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've been through several. I went to
Me too.
It's been years, and I went last year. I called my therapist to make an appointment, and they're like, he died 2 months ago.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I was gonna say I didn't know him, but I did. I knew him for years. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I was like, so I should have called earlier.
Oh no.
Yeah. I couldn't help it.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
So now I got to find someone new.
It's like, okay, that's fine, but does he have an opening next Tuesday?
You're so
Holiday
freaking
Breakdown.
funny.
It's on Amazon. Thank you. You don't have to have a Kindle. You can download it onto your phone or computer. It's like a fun holiday romance, and it's very PG. There's no insertion, and it's a little lighthearted romp. I hope there's some laughs. I wanted it to be very, I feel like a lot of romances I've read, people end up giving up on their own things, and that doesn't happen in this book. And I'd love it if you read it.
Well, I'm going
Not
to.
you guys. No pressure. You. I mean, all of the listeners, watchers.
And buy in England. Let's make this a national, overseas success.
Yes, please. Because I love all the British shows the most. Broadchurch. I got my website at leahbottoman.com. I have my calendar. And also you can listen to, I host a podcast called Were You Raised by Wolves?
I love that podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Leah, you are so funny. You're genuinely kind. You're a wonderful human being. And I really appreciate you being on the show. Thank you
for
so
having
much.
Me.
Absolutely. And stay safe out there, please, because we'd love to have you back.
I'd love to be back. I'm not going to go outside except to cut down a Christmas tree. So.